So a lot of us will be thinking in 2020 how the coronavirus has impacted us and how we literally have been kind of like sideswiped from hitting our goals and our objectives for 2020. It's kind of like, well, this happened and so it stopped us in our tracks. It stopped us doing what we could do. And so we're probably way behind the 8 ball right now. And if I'm really honest, we can look at it like that and we can stay in that place, or we can say to ourselves, what's done is done. Lockdown is pretty much coming to an end now. And as we go kind of through into the second half of the year, do we just sit and play catch up slowly? Or do we say, right, July the 1st is the beginning of the second quarter. We've got 6 months left until the end of the year. What can we do that we hadn't done before? What can we focus on? What can we try and achieve in the next 6 months to get ourselves in a place that we really get to the end of 2020? And if we haven't absolutely hit all of our goals because the virus got in the way, maybe we get very close to achieving our goals. So the first thing I'd like you to do is to take a look at your data and your stats. You know, what kind of achievements have you made? What can you celebrate for the first 6 months of the year? What did you do in the first quarter while you were out and about doing your job that really gave you an accelerant through at the beginning of the year? And then once we've looked at what we've done and celebrated the fact that we've achieved some things, what would our plan of attack be now? Starting from now, what would literally be the strategy that we deploy moving forward? Well, as I always say, data rules everything. So if you want to achieve a set goal, I don't know, let's just throw a number there. Let's say you want to make £100,000 between now and the end of the year. It's really important that we break that down and say, right, what do we need to achieve each month? What do we need to achieve each week? 26 weeks until Christmas as of July the 1st. So what do we need to do each and every week in terms of our target? So I'll take the 100,000, I'll divide it by the 26 weeks. That'll give me a weekly goal. I'll then work out what my average commission or revenue per sale is, and then I'll work out how many clients or sales I need to make per week. I'll then work that back and say, how many prospects do I need to see to make those sales, and how many suspects do I need to create a prospect? And once I've got a good understanding of what that is, I'll see what's achievable. And believe it or not, when you break things down, you can see that things are so much more achievable. Then when we know what we've got to do, we've then got to work out our bad habits that we've learned over the course of the last 3 months. You know, maybe getting out of bed a bit later, maybe not starting and accelerating into the day nice and early. And maybe we can address that and then go back into our habits from the beginning of the year. Maybe that extra hour we've had in bed through coronavirus, we can get up earlier and we can start to apply ourselves. Maybe we can start looking at social media and administration a little bit differently. You know, there's something called prime selling time during the day when you can sell, when everyone's busy and alive and awake. And then you have admin time, which I call the kind of 7 till midnight time, when of an evening we can catch up on the tasks that aren't necessarily money-making activities, but we can't do them in prime selling time because we're focused on the interaction we need with people. Some simple steps that you can take will save a huge amount of time in the long run. Look, you've had a lockdown period. We're all identified with that, but that doesn't mean we have to literally sit back now and say, the year's over, we've got no chance to carry on through. So as I said, take your 26 weeks, divide that target you've got by those 26 weeks, work out how many clients you need, how many sales you need, how many prospects you need, work out all of the bad habits you had and dust them all off, get rid of those cobwebs and get back into the action plan that you had before. And believe it or not, if you push yourself really hard and you try your absolute best, you'll be surprised at what you can achieve. But remember, data rules everything. Your opinion is irrelevant, so stay focused on your data.